So let's say you're reading about the concept of habit stacking in Atomic Habits by James Clear. You might create a mind map to visualize this concept. So at the center we write habit stacking, and then we branch out with examples of how you could apply that in your life. Such as, for example, after I pour my morning coffee, I will meditate for 2 minutes. Or after I sit down for lunch, I will read 1 page of a book. This visual representation helps to internalize the concept of habit stacking and also generate personal applications. Now, strategy 2 is all about planning for implementation. So after you finish a chapter or a section of a book, take some time to create an action plan. Ask yourself, what's one small step I can take today to apply this concept? The second question is, how could I incorporate this into my daily routine? Number 3 could be, what obstacles might I face and how could I overcome them? And number 4, how will I measure my progress? You see, by creating concrete plans, you're more likely to actually take action. So for example, from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, after reading about the importance of proactivity, you might create an action plan that could go something like this. Today, we identify one situation where perhaps I typically react instead of respond. This week, I will practice pausing before responding to a situation. And this month, I'm going to keep a journal of how I've applied proactivity in various aspects of life. Now, the potential obstacle could be falling back into reactive patterns when stressed. So the solution I'm going to put in place is a phone reminder to take a deep breath before any important interactions. Our third strategy is to find an accountability partner. So this could be a friend, a family member, or even someone you meet in an online community focused on personal development, for example. Now, what we want to do here is share your goals and action plans with them and set up regular check-ins. You see, knowing that someone else is aware of your goals and expecting updates can be a powerful motivator. Some tips for effective accountability partnerships are that we want to choose someone who will be supportive but also nudge you and push you when needed. The second piece is to set clear expectations for how often you'll check in and what you'll discuss. And then we also want to be honest about your progress and challenges, and also celebrate your wins together, no matter how small or big. So for example, inspired by the emphasis of continuous learning in the Diary of a CEO by Stephen Bartlett, you and an accountability partner might set up a system like this, where you'll share one key takeaway from a business book or podcast each individual week. Then you can discuss how you've applied a recent learning in your work, and then perhaps set monthly goals for trying new productivity techniques, and then check in bi-weekly to share the progress and challenges.